All right.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bridging Black Love with
Misha,
and Dr. Jacqueline. It is such an honor to be here with you today. We have such an amazing topic that we want to discuss with you.
today we will be talking about the separated. Um,
Mm.
can you be all in with someone who is separated? So they are married, they're still married legally, but they are no longer with their husband or wife. I'll go ahead and start us off because
Please.
I was once as Kelly Rowland would say, separated. And I had filed for divorce, and because I was checked out long before, and I felt like I had communicated and done my due diligence and filing, I was back out dating. I was talking to other people. We did live in the home together for a few months after filing for divorce, and we kept it very respectful. Like, I did not talk to other men in the presence of my ex-husband. I didn't yet, start going out routinely on dates and things like that, but I was making myself available again, to others. And I felt like, because I had done all of the proper things to kind of ensure that people knew that I was out, like checked out and out of and leaving the marriage and making the steps necessary to legally exit the marriage, that I wanted people to take me serious. I wanted people to see me the way they'd see any other single woman that they might want to date. And I don't think that every person that I talked to during that time actually did. I know one even expressed that he felt some kind of way about seeing a married woman, but I didn't see myself as a married woman, so I was separated.
Okay.
So I believe you can, depending on where that person is, you can be all in.
Well, you know how I feel about this. I do not date married men.
Mhm.
Um, so I say. But I have there have been men who are separated, let's clarify.
Mhm.
Separated on the verge of divorce who have been interested. And for me, it's really difficult. I have never been married, but I feel like it's hard when somebody's trying to pursue me and they're married. You know,
Mhm.
I the
Yeah.
separated is hard for me, especially if you guys are still living in the same house, if you guys are still trying to figure it out with the children, if you're still trying to, figure it out with finances. It just gets murky to
Mhm.
me. It's
Mhm.
muddy. And I would prefer that you are legally divorced
Mhm.
for me.
Yeah.
And I understand, and I know, Misha, I know your story.
Mhm.
We've talked about this so many different times, but
Mhm.
with my ex and I, when we were splitting up, even though we were not married,
Mhm.
it was over. When it was done, it was done.
Yeah.
It was done.
Yeah.
Um, so I can understand exactly what you're saying. I
Mhm.
get it because it was by the time we had called it quits, we were done.
Yeah.
And so, I took time to date because I just had a baby, so
Mhm.
took time to date. So, but I get it. I was done, but I haven't
Mhm.
had. There's men who approach and they're like, "Oh, I'm separated," but then you're like, "Oh, well, they want to take you on a date," and you're like, "Oh, who's home with your child?" "Oh, my spouse." You're what?
That
At
still
your
is.
house
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
your child?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we live together.
Mhm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now I definitely, even being a person who lived in the house with my spouse,
Mm,
and had started to date other people. Now, actually, I actually would not date someone who is living in the house with their,
mm,
hell, forget it, not even just their wife, with any woman.
mhm,
Because I'm like, we get stuck on married or not, but it's so
mhm.
many people that are partnered all kind of ways and living in the home all kind of ways. They just, they're not married, but they're still in something else. And so I just, now my practice is, if you're living in the home with a woman, I don't want to date you. Period. Whether you're married, separated, whatever.
Yep.
Widowed and living with the corpse. It doesn't matter. If you living with her still, we cannot date. And then also, if you are married and separated, are you legally separated? I need the papers to be, I need papers to be filed already. I need you to have already done the counseling and doing the try thing and the let's see and all of that. I need you to have taken legal steps to dissolve that marriage, and then we can start seeing each other.
Yeah, and it's a lot. And I've people will tell you all kinds of beautiful things. They'll tell you all kinds of beautiful things. The next thing you get in a message, hello Barbara, this is Shirley.
Yeah.
And it's just not. It's just there's so many single men out here who are not living with, a spouse, a significant other, a best friend, a play cousin, a corpse, as you said. And I would be more.
I'm just saying.
I get it. But so there's so many men out here who are single, and because it's just less fuss and less muss. Yeah. And I've already dating is already hard enough. I don't want to date you and your wife.
Don't have the people hopping on here talking about, well, you ain't tried it, don't knock it till you try it. Look, we ain't trying that. I'm not trying.
I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with you.
My thing is, I don't even the whole marriage thing versus not. Yeah, legally, I don't respect it. I don't date married men, but I honestly need to know: are you partnered? Is there somebody that thinks that you all are partnered? Did you break up with this person 5 minutes ago and now you feel like we can go out? No. If you are still tied to another woman and this other woman doesn't know that you all are not tied anymore, we cannot date. Okay. And similarly, if I'm with somebody, again, going back to the ebbs and flows, are you guys in a valley moment and now you want to bring me into it, or, and then, there's people who drag around exes into all their relationships. They still friends with this one and they hang out with that one and they buy birthday gifts for that one and they take this one out on holidays and it's like, okay, you're not actually in a marriage with somebody, but you're still tied. You have soul ties still. You have these ties to this person, and can we ever really be in something? You still tied to somebody else?
Ex collecting is a whole other issue.
We talked about that one before.
That's a whole different topic. But and we should discuss it again.
We should. But marriage is just the paper that says we have all these ties. But let's be untied before we start tangling up other people.
No, we love to waste people's time. We love to just be like in this, not in that. We like to be in the porta potty with whomever we think that we were with, and we want to bring other people into that swirl of
and we want you to accept it because you need to be secure. You need to be secure. What do you mean I can't be like besties with all my exes and bring my wife on a date? What do you mean?
Yeah, I remember I did not even know. I had asked this man, I was like, oh, what's your relationship status? All this kind of stuff. And he was like, oh, I'm single. And I was like, nobody thinks they're in a relationship with you. He was like, no. He took me out and we're having a conversation, having one drink, 2 drinks. And then he's like, well, I just live with my ex. We just have children together. That's what it was. We just have children together. Oh, you just have children? Yeah, we live together for the kids. Oh, okay. And what do you guys do in this dynamic of living together for the children? Well, sometimes, like, where do each of you sleep? Oh, we sleep with each other. And sometimes we go out and do. And sometimes we do the.
And but we share the same bed because we didn't want to, nobody wants to be on the couch.
Yeah. And then sometimes I just feel, like sometimes, I know that she needs, what she needs. So I can give it to her. But I'm here with you. And I think that we should be together. I don't want to be swirling in that porta potty with you guys. I don't. And whatever people want to do in their relationship, that's fine. I am not.
Right. You want some Polynesian sauce? I don't eat that. That's y'all do what y'all do, but I don't. Yeah, don't drag people who aren't participating and told you they didn't want to participate in your festivities.
Right. So for me, separated, it's a very murky, it's such murky waters. And it's just easier in my life for you to be divorced.
Mhm. Yeah.
Divorce. And then I don't want to actually fall in love with you. And now I'm waiting 10 years for you to get divorced.
Or you're just never gonna do it because it's no point and it's cheaper and your kid, you want everybody to have the same last name. And we can go on and on and on for all the reasons why you could actually end up not going through with the divorce. I need the paperwork. Yeah. I need the paperwork. Yeah. And to not live in the home.
But what if they live downstairs in the basement?
I need you to not live in the same building. How about that? Whether it's an apartment complex and you on the first floor and she on the second, but you got a joining staircase. No, I don't want any of that. I don't want that she come over every Tuesday and Thursday night and y'all don't have children.
Yeah. But they share a dog.
They co-parents to a dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, then you need to have the third party come supervise your visitation.
Exactly. It's just a no. It's a no for me. It's a no.
Yeah, I think it's a no for me too, dog. Like, I'm good on that one.
Oh, good. So tell us what you guys think. How do you feel about dating people who are separated? You know, is that something that you're interested in, something you do? How do you navigate it? Because it's interesting.
Right. Have you been separated? Have you dated somebody separated? Mm-hmm. Thought they were separated? Chime in.